Hello, my name is David Johnson. Welcome to my first YouTube video. I help people to live exponentially well by offering holistic health tips for their body, soul, and spirit, and by also teaching you how to bully your bullies. I'll go more into that a little bit later, but I do this through a combination of resources. One being a online course, where I teach you the basics and the fundamentals of holistic living, body, soul, and spirit. And then I also help you to apply those principles on a consistent daily basis by offering you the ability to take my consistent application accountability regimen. That's basically where every day we're going to be in communication so I can see you through to the success of your goal. I've been coaching for about 6 years professionally. I also did a couple years as a pastor, where I was the Christian education pastor. I was responsible for the maturity classes, and I love doing this type of stuff. And so I did this. I've been doing this before it was even popular to be a coach. So I have a lot of experience, and you can go to my website and check out all that. I'm not going to talk about that right now. This is going to be a quick, short introduction to me helping you to bully your bullies. That's really what I want to do. Because there's so many different bullies that try to distract us from our goals. For example, our environment. And that's huge. Environment could be as simple as your home setting, could be your work setting. People around you, either friends or foes, can either distract you from attaining your goal because they're so fun and you consistently are not accomplishing your goals because you're always having so much fun, or it could be a negative influence where someone is literally opposing you. That's one bully. So I teach you how to overcome these different types of mental and environmental bullies that literally kind of like a bully. A bully, what does a bully do? It overpowers you and you end up doing stuff that you didn't really want to do, or you said you were going to do something and you didn't do it, or you said you're going to stop doing something and then you didn't stop. So another example of a bully is schedule. One of my biggest bullies that I've ran into is just the schedule bully. Your schedule can bully you around. And if you don't have techniques and tools and some accountability, you'll look up and the priorities that you've set, if you've set them, a lot of people know to set priorities to help manage their time. If you don't, that will go over the basics. But let's say you've set priorities and you know that you want to accomplish certain things, but you still find yourself, to use a Franklin Covey term, in the urgent, unimportant quadrant, as opposed to in the not urgent but important quadrant. So how do you overcome those bullies? That's just two of many. And we're going to go over that type of stuff in the class. So I'll teach you some techniques and then I'll help you along the way so that way you can see success. Some of the people who've already taken my classes, many times by the fourth day, they've already been able to accomplish or do things that they were not able to do. For example, I've had several people that were able to sleep better by the fourth day, or some by the second week, but their sleeping patterns were off. And so sometimes it's the mental bully of worry. Sometimes the mental bully of not having the right perspective on life. Sometimes it's not having the right nutrition and right diet. One particular client, I gave her some tips on what to eat, what not to eat, and she slept really good that night, that same night. So there's a lot of different health tips. There's a lot of different mental strategy tips. And then obviously the spiritual component. I'm a licensed minister. I'll help you with that. And I have extensive background with dealing with all types of spiritual, spiritual problems. Let's call it that. All right. So whether it's lack of faith, or it could be as deep as maybe you were into some type of witchcraft and now you have opened the door and now we need to extract some stuff and get rid of some of that stuff. So very accomplished in all those type of areas. Call it deliverance, call it, getting rid of some evil spirits, whatever it is. But if you've opened yourself to some stuff, you need someone who can get in there and get that bad stuff out. Right? It's there. I don't have to tell you. You hear things, you see things, you feel things, and you're not crazy. You just need someone who knows how to deal with the devil. And basically, what I like to say, I'll run a Mack truck over the devil, back it up, and then run them over again. So that's what we do with prayer. So stay tuned to my website or my YouTube channel. It's new, and I'm about to hopefully blow it up. And you can go to my website at liveexponentiallywell.com, just LiveExponentiallywell.com. And if you want to know more about me personally, you can go to davidlivingstonjohnson.com, and that tells you a little bit about my background and my history. So click on the websites, check them out. I'm offering a free class right now. If you join, I'm already started a couple sessions, but you can still join in. In the month of March, it will go up to $99. So jump in on this class, and I'm looking for people to promote and share. And you're going to get a lot out of the class. Like I said, people have already received better sleep. Another client has been able to be more assertive. That was one of their goals, to be more assertive at the work site. And that was already accomplished, I think, in week 2. So now we're on to a different goal already. So this works. I've been doing this for 8 years, 6 years in the professionally, 2 years as a minister. And go check out my website, check out my credentials. We are going to I am going to help you, but we are going to help you get better, which means I'm going to help you to help yourself as well. So it's not just going to be me. And one last thing before I go, my techniques are very positive. So I believe a part of my background in my training is something called a positive peer culture. And so I'm creating a positive peer culture to where you are positively reinforced. There's many ways to help people to stop behaviors and start behaviors and so forth. I'm not going to get into the terminology. I don't want to talk over your head, but to make it simple, there's ways to stop and to start behaviors. And my predominant method is to use positive reinforcement to help you form new habits and better habits. And some of the old habits are just going to fall away through attrition. That's one of the main strategies that I use. It's not the only one. There's lots of strategies, but it's one of the main ones. So you're going to be inundated with positive feedback on a consistent basis, and it's going to also activate your emotional system. That's another trick that we use because there's all these bullies. If you don't activate your emotional system, then you're not going to be able to break free from bad habits and start new habits and keep them going consistently to where they're a life habit. So keep me in line, keep me checked out, and have a good day.